Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today is exciting because it is currently the 2nd of July, which means it's a new month, which means we get to do one of my most favorite videos, and that is a July TBR. Let's get into it. First of all, I wanted to start off with the books that I'm currently reading. The first one being Being Mortal by Atul Gawande. This is a nonfiction book about health and modern medicine and how it's evolved over time. I've been reading this throughout June, but I haven't gotten very far. It was also on my June TBR, so if you guys watched that video, you would know that. But I haven't got very far into it. I've done pretty well with my June TBR, actually. Or did pretty well, because June's over, duh. But I am still currently reading this one, and I'm also still currently reading The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I'm loving this book so far, though. I've actually been reading it a lot, and I'm currently on page 202, so I'm about halfway through it, but I have been loving this one. I love like everything I've read by Kristen Hanna so far, so I'm really excited to continue this one. I'll hopefully finish this one up like the next couple days so that I can continue with the rest. Basically, this past weekend we had a fair in my town. It's like an annual fair. They have a bunch of like local booths and businesses and food trucks, and they bring in like a bunch of like the carnival rides and stuff, and funnel cakes galore, like all the good stuff. And they do that every year around the same time in like our downtown area. And they also, our local library, hold a book sale, and they did it for 2 days. I actually went twice, and 22 books, and I think I spent like 30 some dollars. Like, it is crazy, so cheap. Like, I literally cannot talk about it enough how much buying local and book sales and local bookstores, libraries, all of that, how supporting them is so beneficial. I did a little haul on my TikTok for the first round of books that I got, but then I actually went the next day, and I haven't done a haul of those ones, but I did get a lot of good books. So if you guys want to see a haul, let me know. But we're gonna talk. I have a couple of them in here just because I'm so excited to read them, and I actually ended up finding two advanced reader copies of a book. I don't know how, I don't know who put them there, I don't know how they wound up there, but I got two, and I'm so excited. One of them comes out in August, and I'm going to be reading it this month, and then the other one actually just came out today, but I got it obviously before it came out, so we'll talk about that. But I am going to be reading both of those because they both just look amazing. I'm so excited to read them. One book that is a hopeful read for this month, but I don't own it yet, and it actually just came out today, is Reckless by Lauren Roberts. It's in the series the Powerless series of hers, that is like a high fantasy romantasy series, I guess. And I've already read Powerless. It's actually on my shelf, like right there. And then I also read Powerful, which was the novella that followed like her best friend, and Reckless follows her. It's the second book in the series. I'm really excited to read it, but I don't own it yet, so I think I'm gonna get it next week, but we'll see if I get to that one this month. I probably will. First book we have is a mystery book, Never Let You Go by Chevy Stevens. This is one of my favorite mystery authors. I love him. They're so thrilling. Her writing is so good, and the characters are so well fleshed out, and it follows like a lot of like past elements, but you also get like a lot of character development while also having those like thrilling moments. So this one follows a wife that was in like an abusive relationship, I think, and she escapes, and her husband's sent to jail, and then like now he's gotten out and someone's stalking her. I'm really excited to read this one because I love this author. This is another one that's been on my shelf for a while, and it literally sits right here. It's right across from my bed, and it just holds, like, I just want to read it. Every time I see just like the spine, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I need to read that soon. So we're gonna read it this month, hopefully. It's called We Are Not Like Them by Christine Pride and Joe Piazza. Talks a lot about race, class differences, and diversity, and it just tackles a lot of really difficult topics, and I'm really excited to see how it goes. It's about two best friends who have very different lives and who are different races, so they deal with a lot of different issues, and something comes up between the two of them, and they kind of have to face this like difference in their friendship and see how they're going to handle it and how they're going to get through it. So I'm really excited for this one. I just recently got, but I've heard a lot of good reviews about, is On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. This is a letter from a son to his mother who cannot read. Race, class, masculinity, life in America, first generation. It deals with a lot of difficult topics, and I've heard it's actually really sad. So I am looking forward to this, but I do think it's going to be a tough read, but I'm still excited. This book I actually got fairly recently too. It's called I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This is a book that follows two siblings that are really close and they end up like kind of having like a fallout, and then it follows them like later. And I've heard that's really good, and I don't know, I was just like immediately intrigued by it. We have Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. I've had this book since February, book of the month. I've wanted to read it for a while. I'm pretty sure it's more of like a spring book, and I kind of was going to push it till fall, but I think I'm just going to read it. I've seen a lot of people reading it recently, and I've heard mixed reviews. I'm not sure, but I need to see it through and I need to figure out what's going on with it, because it just stares at me on my shelf every day and I'm like, what is this about? I do know though it is an unexpected presidency, like what am I trying to say? It is an unexpected pregnancy trope, and also best friend's brother, I believe. And he is not the father. That is one part of it. He is not the father. Last time I read Unexpected Pregnancy Trope, which I know is not a very popular one, I actually really liked it, but completely different book, completely different author, so I don't know how I'll feel about this one. But it is, you know, giving rom-com-y vibes. It's giving New York during spring. It's giving cutesy, but it's also maybe giving a little bit cringy. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Just from like the inside slip, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it, but I'm gonna read it anyway and I'll let you guys know how I feel. Hopefully it's good. The thing that we have are the two arcs that I just got for $2. These were both $2, $4 total for two books that haven't even been released yet. Okay, that's exciting. So first of all is The Lion Women of Tehran by Marjane Kamali. This is author of The Stationery Shop. I feel like I've heard of that, but I haven't ever read it. This is the one that comes out today. I don't know if you guys can see that on sale, 7/2/24. This is the one that comes out today. This is following 3 generations of women. It is about these women in Tehran, Iran, who are, I think it follows like a 7-year-old girl who her father unexpectedly dies, and she ends up having to like leave her extremely privileged place in life and move somewhere else and going to a new school. She ends up meeting a new girl and they become really fast friends and are getting along really well, and then the girl ends up being taken back to her previous situation, to a more privileged life, and kind of their differences, and it kind of has that like past present element. So I am excited to read this one. I think it looks so interesting and like something that I would love to read anyway, so I'm really excited. It comes out today. If you guys haven't yet, you guys should go get this book because it looks really good. This one is on sale August 13th 2024. It's called The Palace of Eros by Cara de Robertis. Greek mythology, sapphic fantasy book, and I am really excited for this one. I think it's going to be so interesting. I think that the sapphic elements and the Greek mythology elements mixed are going to be epic. It's giving kind of like Circe and like Song of Achilles vibes, and I was obsessed with Greek mythology when I was in middle school. I think I was in middle school. I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I was obsessed. I was reading like all of the fiction Greek mythology books that I could find and researching it and everything. Like I loved it so much, all of the tales and stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one. This is one of my most anticipated ones this month, I think, and I will let you guys know how I feel. But I still have quite a bit of reading to do, but I'm so excited because I am actually really in a reading mood right now, and I'm excited. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like if you want to see more bookish content from me, more long form vlogs and TBRs and wrap-ups and all the stuff, all the bookish stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!